Houston Astro fans, the time has come. Players have been cut, and moves are being made as the season approaches. Final game in Florida has been done. Team comes home now with some players on the chopping
T
block.
minus 4 days, bro, and we got Astros season starting.
It's one of those where it's like
I'm excited about it. I feel it in the air.
I'm excited, but it takes a little bit. It's like oh. Of course, the biggest
It's
news,
just
I
because
guess.
we know you can't look too much into what happened, like in the beginning.
True. That 1 year we started off super bad and then ended up making the playoffs. So it's like take it with a grain of salt. You had sent me some info from Jim Bowden about it hasn't been for sure, but they believe Cam Smith will be the right fielder on opening day.
I sent that to you because I found that to be a wee bit comical, like not like funny because I really want him to make it. Like if you look at spring training, there ain't nobody playing better than Cam Smith. I'm just not completely sold on the fact that I want to convert you to an outfielder just to get you on the team. You know what I mean? When we already need a second baseman and where it's not like Paredes is a long-term solution at third.
Yeah.
So that's my only gripe about that. But that's one thing I was thinking about. Actually, I had a list of things I was thinking about, and maybe you could help me find some answers. So I'm gonna ask you these questions. I just wrote down some questions. I'm gonna ask. You answer them, but I implore you to use your baseball logic. I suggest you look at it from a Astros fan perspective and the shit you know, because I don't believe there to be wrong and right answers. There's just preferences, in my opinion. So I'm gonna ask you how you feel about some of it, and one of the questions was, do you think Cam Smith makes the opening day roster?
I think yes, because of his offensive abilities that he's showcased. Now, I feel that they're going to do a plug and play thing with him where they have to figure out where to play him because he's been so good at offense. It kind of reminds me of Diaz a little bit. It's like your bat is just too good to not have there, but I don't know what I'm getting on the defensive side, and I'm going to have to figure that out as I go.
It almost reminds me a little bit of Bregman to the extent of like, you're the only solution we have, so I'm going to do it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're not playing him at third. So I'm with you. I think he makes the team. Like I said, he's been the best player in spring training, and we had some pretty good performers. But also, I think like for the real deal Astros fans who know what we are, who we are, what we have down the pipeline, the first thing I thought of is like a sign that was like, if Cam don't play, we riot. Like it would be retarded to not bring him up or have him start the season because you could always send him back down, you know? And so I agree. I think Cam Smith will start the season on the main team. My second question, and use this term loosely. Will the Astros figure out left field? Whatever that means to you, whatever figure out means. To me, I'm gonna tell you why I wrote it that way. Because figure out to me means to provide us with the option in left field that I don't have to worry about that spot anymore. Meaning, like, even though we didn't like Big John, there was a point in time after you cut Abreu and then we cycled through all the bums we had on the team that you knew our team was probably best suited with John Singleton playing first base. So you just accepted it. Like, are you going to be able to do something where I could just accept what you put in left field? Because it ain't Altuve, I'll tell you that.
I'm not confident in that project. But I do feel that at some point, whether it's a month or two from now, whether it's a trade or something, whether it's a player stepping up from Space Cowboys upwards or something, I feel they'll figure it out and place somebody there to where I'm confident in that spot.
Because of my my excitement for what DeZenzo is. DeZenzo, like we just want him to do good, right? I ultimately think he's going to be the guy in left field for a while. Like once he gets it, I don't think he relinquishes that spot. He's a competitor. He's super good. He puts in the work. He's trending in the right direction. So I think that DeZenzo will be there. So yes, I agree with you. At some point, I don't think that'll be a topic of conversation. But part two to that question, will they figure out second base?
Yes. When they move,
I think they will too, because they're going to put Altuve back over there. That was the easy discussion. It was easy.
Go back, bro.
I like that. I like that one. So, all right, I'm glad we agree on that one. Okay, now here's when it gets tricky. Will the Astros have a top 10 offense?
There's some tough teams out there. There's some stacked teams out there. I think we will be in the top 15. I think.
So you think we'll be in the top half of the league, but not top 10?
I think for now, just we have too many slumps at times with bats. I don't know if I'm not sold on the. I mean, I haven't seen the rotation because I don't know who's in there, but I do feel that the helpful part of Christian Walker and Paredes at Dakin Park is going to help out. But I have to see it first, and Walker's, of course.
I'm gonna say we do. I really feel like we do, because I mean, let me tell you why I feel that way. Because you just said it. You get two new people. You have Christian Walker and Isaac Paredes. They're not infected with that dumb shit from last year. Two, like we left so many runners on base last year. So many runners. Like if you convert half of that, you become elite status offense. Yeah. And I just fail to believe that we're gonna leave that many people on base again. So I'm gonna assume that we could only do better and have a top 10 offense.
Yeah, I mean it won't surprise me. Yeah, I mean Cam Smith added also. You get the two guys that struggled are gone, Bregman and Tucker, pretty much. So it's like
Bregman, Tucker, Big John.
Okay, I could
see you.
Oh yeah.
Will the Houston Astros have a top 10 starting rotation statistically?
You know how I feel about Fromber. I think he's going to have a really good season because he's going into a contract year. He always does good in regular season. I think he anchors it well. I think Hunter Brown does well because his contract stuff's coming up. I think Spencer takes a leap. I think Winetsky, he's going to come in and do well. I think we do. We have a lot of depth. Renel Blanco gets lost in the shuffle.
I think we're going to be solid, but not elite.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I feel that way. You have the talent. I don't know if it meshes well. And I don't mean with each other. I mean, let's not forget who's our catcher. So you're leaving a lot on the table. It's the only reason. I have more worry about him catching the ball than I do us pitching the ball. So I feel like, to your previous statement, I believe we're top half of the league in ERA, WHIP, and all the statistics that matter. But I don't know if we're top 10 quite yet. But I am optimistic with what we can do because of the next question. Will the Houston Astros have a top 10 bullpen?
Yes.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. I think that'll be probably the primary strength of the team. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do.
There's a part of me that's like, I'm remembering everybody that's coming back, so it's going to load that bullpen up. But just on what we have so far, I don't believe that Montero can be that bad. I don't believe that you have to deal with the Presley and Hader bullshit again. Like, it's just going to be a lot more flowing of shit. I mean, for those 5 Astro fans that think Forrest Whitley's going to do something, I guess, whatever. But Caleb Ort out there.
I just feel like you have an elite closer, right? So more times than not, he's not going to give shit up. I believe that you have the very best setup man baseball in Abreu. Like he's fucking nasty when he's going. And they have really good bullpen arms with people who know what they are and what they're supposed to do, and we understand when it's time to use somebody. Like Brian King's fastball is not elite, but he knows how to use it. And then I watched a dude we got from the Twins, Okurt. Like I wasn't familiar with that guy. First off, it sounds like freaking Cardi B saying his name, Okurt. But anyhow, like I watched this dude pitch. I watched a bunch of his highlights, and I'm like, I understand who wanted this guy. This is a Josh Miller guy. Like it reminds me of when we were bringing in like the Charlie Mortons and those guys, and he's like, I see a good foundation to work with, and I'm gonna maximize it. And it's just players like that make me think our bullpen is just going to be untouchable.
Yeah,
and then at some point, Christian Javier is going to end up back in there.
Yeah, I mean, you get guys coming back: JP, Javier, Garcia, Lance, if whatever. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. The bullpen, I'm hyped for.
All right, here's this. I wrote this question down specifically for you. Will Framber? What's more likely, Framber Valdez will get extended or traded?
Traded.
I agree with that. And I don't even think it has anything to do on how well he does or how bad he does. I just think that we're not going to want to pay him and you're going to trade him.
Yeah. After the Kyle Tucker stuff, I'm like, bro, you haven't. When he came out, I was like, I haven't had any talks, and I was like, they're not going to talk to you, bro. Like, they'll wait, and you're already telling the media you're going to go into free agency and weigh out your options. They're going to weigh out some aces and see what they can get, bro. Like, you won't be shipped out.
That's Houston's MO, bro. Is you keep our shit in house. You didn't hear before Jordan got re-signed. You didn't hear no talks of it. It just happened. Before Altuve got re-signed, we knew you were a free agent, but you didn't hear nothing. Framber, you fucked up and tried to use the press and the media to your advantage, and we don't do that. You should have shut up. But what's going to happen is at some point they're going to offer you an extension. You're going to say no to it because it's bullshit, and they're just going to trade you. And then they're going to look at Houston fans and be like, we tried, but he said no. So
literally
he signed his own damn death warrant. As far as I'm concerned.
The same day they asked him that, Joe Espada was asked about it, and he didn't even pretty much acknowledge it. He kind of went to Hunter Brown and was like, yeah, that guy has ace mentality. So it's like, hey, it's like when you got Buzz Lightyear and there's Woody there, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to play with you no more.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I think Framber gets traded. I mean, I would not be surprised if Houston's on a roll and they play it out the whole season just to keep him. I mean, because I don't want to trade you on principle.
Yeah,
with a legit chance to win a chip this year. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to take the chance of risk losing you for nothing at the end, but you're going to seriously help me compete, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, I'll take the ship over and losing you. Yeah,
easy, straight up. All right, here's one. Which Astro separates themselves from the pack and kind of becomes a for sure guy? Meaning like last year, nobody really thought Blanco was going to come out and do that. He kind of set himself up, you know what I'm saying, where he carried us for a minute. Caratini, he came out and he got the fans to back him. Like, we respected his shit. Like, oh, you're a real Astro now. You think anybody comes out and is like, all right, I'll do it for you?
I think on the pitching, I think Spencer Arrighetti is going to take a leap.
For sure.
For me. And then I don't know what it is about. I think a guy that's going to go on fire, like obvious one would be like Walker, Paredes, but I think DeZenzo is going to, like you said, when he takes over that spot, he's going to run with it because his bat has been very good in spring training. And I think he's just going to do a multitude of different things to make sure that his spot is saved in that rotation. So I was like, oh, I'm not left field. You got to still play me because of my bat.
I think because of our lack of familiarity with him, I think Wesneski he's gonna get people to recognize him. He's gonna do it. To me, I'm telling you, I think Houston's anticipate on using him very much like we use Kikuchi. Like the way they pitch is very similar. A lot of it's similar in what they do. And if the dude comes out there and he's just winning games and not giving up runs, even if he's giving up runs, if you're winning, we'd be like, okay, I fucks with you, and you're a
Mm-hmm.
local dude. I could see him adhering, like fans just, all right, there's a good trade. There's a good, you got that and Cam for Tucker, good shit.
Hell yeah.
Offensively, I'm with you on the DeZenzo one. I really don't see anybody. I think if anybody can do something to shock people, it would be Pena. Like I put the
Yeah.
spotlight on Pena before and told him that you had to step up. There's what he did in spring training. There's a really good chance that like the dude could have one of those years where it's like, I'm gonna put my name in the MVP race. It may not be at the top of that motherfucker, but like I'm gonna legitimize myself as a star. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna because you don't ever hear people talking about paying Pena, but he's gonna have to get paid soon enough anyway. And he's just quietly going to put a resume together. And I think he knows it's getting closer and closer to show what's on it. So,
Yeah. I like that.
All right.
Pena.
I got two more questions. And I
Nah.
guarantee you I know the answer to both of them, but I have to ask. And I really find it hard for myself to be impartial when answering these questions. So I wouldn't blame you if you're the same. Will the Houston Astros win the AL West?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. I still think we're the best team in the division. It's ours to lose, and it is what it is. Will the
Yeah.
Houston Astros win a World Series?
With health on our side, yes.
Ooh,
I
that's a
think
good point.
if you can stay healthy, you have enough chambers in the to go long ways from offensively and pitching and everything around.
Yeah, we definitely have enough bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we limped into the playoffs last year after being down by 10. Like, I'm with you. Uh I just really feel like we're a true contender. Like top to bottom, there's not so many teams who can mess with us. And we have the experience. And to be quite honest with you, Altuve's and Jordans and Peñas and Frombers and Hunters, y'all should come out pissed off because y'all got to be made look like punks against Detroit. Like no
Yes.
disrespect to Detroit, but I don't want to call that a fluke. But you probably won't hear shit about that bum ass team. You know what I'm saying? And they fucked us up last year. So you
Yeah.
have to redeem yourself, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the amount of media that's calling you out that your team sucks now. You're one of the worst in the AL West. You're not going to win the division. You have no chance of a World Series. Use it all as fuel because you can prove them
I
wrong.
don't even think we need to use it as fuel because again, we talk about it all the time when we mention the Rockets. It's like people have a lot of opinions on the team and its personnel, and they don't watch it. You're not watching enough.
Yeah.
So I get media could look at the Astros and be like, they lost Bregman, they lost Tucker, they lost Verlander. Yeah, there's a lot of name value there, but y'all must not have watched how little they did last year. Like honestly, we made it to the playoffs without Verlander, without Tucker. I ain't gonna say Bregman didn't help, but man, they probably would have got there without him too. So I ain't tripping. I still think that the Astros are a World Series team. It's very hard to put a number on how many wins that I think we can get because you don't know who's on the roster. But I'm always shooting for 100. If Altuve and Jordan are on my team, I think I could get to 100.
And they're doing a lot to protect Jordan this year, so that guy is special in the playoffs. I
You know
mean,
what's funny to me? It makes me so excited about this season is Mauricio Dubon was singing the praises of Cam Ward like it was me when we got like I knew what he was. And Mauricio just had nothing bad to say about this dude. And a lot of people said that Jordan's the best hitter in baseball. But when Mauricio was talking about Cam, he's like, that's the Astros' next 60 home run hitter. Like, that's the best home run hitter we got right there. And completely ignored what Jordan was. That excites me. Could you imagine that? If Cam lives to his potential, you'll have like a Jordan Walker Smith or like some man, come on, dog. Y'all can't fuck with us. Come on.
that's dirty. That's dirty. Like Dana said, people ain't gonna be saying the Kyle Tucker trade. They're gonna be saying the Cam Smith trade. It's like, I trust you, Dana. You know talent, bro.
I can tell you what, if Cam Smith is able to play right field immediately with to some degree of competency and not make errors and still trend in the right direction with his bat, that's an immediate fuck you to Tucker. Because he's like, I did to you what I did to Correa. I replaced you right away. That
Mm-hmm.
would, I guarantee you that Dana Brown's rooting for Cam Smith right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He came out, I was like, I ain't official yet, but I'm just saying he probably gonna be the right fielder. I said that. Put it on paper. I said that. It's like I like it. I'm cool. I'm excited. It's a long season, but I'm not mad at any of the predicaments and any of the predictions and cuts and all that stuff. I'm cool with everything on the roster so far.
I prefer that they keep talking stupid shit about us because Houston tends to be better as the underdog anyway.
Yeah, I mean we're one of the most hated teams in baseball. I like it that way, so it's all good with me. Hey, Houston versus everybody.
Yep.
All right, your last minute words, Zach.
Nope. 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 Come on and get it. Whoever wants it. The Rangers, the Mariners, not even Oakland no more. The A's, whoever wants it. It's our division.
It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a long season. Stay healthy, Astros. Get healthy for the ones that aren't healthy, and let's prove everybody wrong or right. It don't matter. Yeah. All in all, Houston, if you made it to this point, like, subscribe, drop your comments down below. Let us know if you agree, disagree, on what parts. Um, Other than that, all love. Let's go Astros.